echo, which would be counterproductive. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round number 8 of Nhrl Division 2, where we are going to be racing around Silverstone. Of course, one of the most famous racetracks in the world. Been through a few redesigns over the decades, but it's still the same track we all know and love. Of course, was an old World War II hangar base, and it's now a racetrack. I am joined yet again by my Irish friend Taze Leroy. Good evening, sir.
Hello, hello.
And yeah, we just wait. Well, a few cars have gone out on track by the looks of things. I'm just getting the standings up. Do want to mention though that we do have a debutant here today called Albanian Smokey, but to make things easier, and so we don't sound horrible, we're just going to call him Smokey. So a new driver making his debut this evening. I am going to get the standings up. So obviously last week we didn't have any standings, it wasn't done in time unfortunately, but here we go then. In first place so far in the driver standings after round 7, so of course last week, we've got the Ferrari of Blue on 131 points. In second is Brian Con with 114. We've got Carps in third in the other Ferrari with 92 points, and in fourth is Reese with 73 points in the Aston Martin. The top 3 in the constructors, we've got Ferrari with 224 points, McLaren in second with 152 points, and in third we've got the Aston Martin. So just something I want to tell you about as well. Fred the Red does have a qualifying ban for today, for causing Connor to retire last week. And yeah, that's pretty much all the news to be said, really. I will go on board with a driver in a second.
First is Reese, I mean, yeah, it is. First is Reese. So.
Very, very close. I don't have any sound.
Pause your game and go back out. You might be able to fix that.
Hang on, bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to change my audio settings.
I'm putting the joint. You have 16 now. So.
Oh no, I do have audio now, but it's just very quiet in my headphones, so I apologise. Right. I've had to turn up my audio in my headphones, so I apologise to those that are watching the stream if you can hear an echo from Taze Leroy. Headphones I use, the microphone's right next to the ears, so apologies for that one. But yeah, riding on board then with Reese. Like I say, very, very close last weekend to getting a win, but it would have turned out that he would have still finished second anyway, even if he didn't get that other 3-second time penalty, as Blue would have had his 5-second time penalty removed. Right then, so strategies for today. What do you expect, Taze?
I'm expecting a soft medium for anyone who got into the top 10, but if I top 10, I'm expecting a medium soft, so pretty standard bulk standard one-stop strategy.
Do you think one-stop strategies are quite boring, or do you think it probably throws a bit of tension up in the air regarding tyre wear? As Reese comes across lines that's a 28.681.
Around certain tracks, it can work, like with tyre wear. There's other tracks though that are boring as hell. That's the M11 was faster.
Yeah, yeah. If qualifying finishes like this and everyone decides to retire now, S11. Oh, okay, and
well, gravity.
Gravity had to ruin it all. I was just about to say that, as we've got one of the Ferraris by the looks of things having a bit of trouble. I think that might be taking a detour, saying hello to the fans. GTAC UK does a 35.7, so nothing to really scream home about. Right, riding on board then with Blue. Come around the final few corners. This is going to be a quick time, surely. No, it's not. It's only a 28.4. So Gravity at the moment is on provisional pole. Of course, we've still got 13 minutes or so to go. But yeah.
think so. No, because Cameron comes back off, Carp's back off. If Antics is actually no.
Yeah, so he's just come around Cops then, through Maggots and Beckett, then down the hangar straight, I believe.
Yes,
if I've got that correct. See, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning in that beautiful white Red Bull livery. Apparently, it's only staying until the end of the Podium Pass Season 2, which is a bit of a shame. But it would be nice. Actually, it's kind of not outstayed its welcome in a way, but it's nice as a one-off. I think if they did it for career mode, where as he goes very wide there, but it doesn't invalidate. Comes across lines, let's say 28.461, that puts him as provisional P3.
Yeah, considering mistake, there wasn't a lot of that actually.
No. Going back to the Red Bull livery, it would be nice that if in career mode you could select it or it will get automatically put on for the Japanese Grand Prix. I think that would be quite good.
I do agree with that.
I'm just looking at people's helmets to see if anyone has bought the that Reaper helmet that's in the item store at the moment. As gonna ride on board with Carb Rincon here. Actually no, gonna ride on board with Albanian Smokey. No, we're not. We're gonna go on board with Carb Rincon. Gonna look for a pole position.
Talk about confusion there, Uncle. Look about confusion there.
Oh yeah. There's so many blue cars. I can never tell.
Do you look on?
And down the hangar straight. So it's purple sector 2. I'm not too sure about his first sector. Is this Chapel by any chance?
That is Stowe.
Chapel
is the ex Maggots and Beckett. It's not
okay. That, like I say, I have no idea about corner names. Even around Silverstone, I know, terrible of me. But Carb Rincon comes across the line and sets a 128.093. We're going to ride on board then with Smokey.
He was in a very good middle sector at the moment.
Oh, he is actually. Could he be a dark horse for pole position this evening?
He could be, definitely could be. Let's see him. Just coming through the final few corners now.
Just saw that Matteo spun it at
it's a like a Smokey in its provisional pole.
27.3. Putting on a show then on his debut. We've got Reese on an outlap as Matteo is sightseeing at the moment at the start of Maggots and Beckett's. Doesn't seem like anyone else is on a lap. No, Carb Rincon is 3/10 down at the moment, so nothing through that. Yeah, Reese is about to start his lap now, so let's ride on board with him then, as he's going to try and look for pole position. You could definitely take. You could actually go over the curve a little bit more at turn 1.
Yeah, you could.
Don't want to take too much. Yeah, you don't want to take too much curve there, my friend. No, sir. I do need to get the chat up in a second, I believe. The thing is though,
the first sector was awful.
Unless you know his first flying lap, he set a blistering first sector, and you just lost all the time in 2 and 3. We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe.
We've got a yellow in sector 1. I think it's just Bradley Ellis just getting out of the way of. I think that might be Matteo. Yeah, Matteo. So he's on the flying lap as well. We're still on board though with Reese. Still 2/10 down at the moment.
Not the greatest line through there. He's not too comfortable. He's up by 2/10.
Oh, he's
on the soft tires. I reckon he should be up by more. I think. Oh, Carps has spun it through Cops, and that's a front wing gone.
As that Infinity joins, and Reese has gone into the pit. So we'll go right on board then with Matteo. He should improve on his original time.
I was going to say, with a very quick lap time there, I want 2 minutes for even.
If he doesn't beat that, then I'll be. Oh, he set a purple sector 2. He's 41
That's
seconds up on his
false.
time.
Yeah, the 40 seconds is true, but I mean, how much is up by his false?
Let's see then what he can do. Can he snatch pole? Coming around the final corner. Oh, he backs out of that turn there a little bit. Goes cross line into P8 with a 29.3. Definite time to be found there. Right on board with Bradley Ellis here, as he's just started his lap. So, be interesting to see the strategy from everyone here. But by the looks of things, everyone's going to start on the soft tyres.
As I would assume so.
Drops down into 7th gear by the looks of things, Bradley Ellis did there.
I don't think he meant to do that. I hope he didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, he's invalidated anyway now. I didn't see him invalidate. Oh, Bradley Ellis has gone round. Try going to the
up on his first tanker.
Try going to the old pit lane there.
Oh,
Right then, right on board with Blue.
Right.
Let's see how he takes cops. Drops it down to 7th, lifts a tiny
You
bit.
don't need to drop down there. You can go find out when it's new.
Yeah, you can, but it's very risky. Thing is though, in qualifying sometimes you want to risk it, but at the same time you might not want to.
6/10. That actually will not be. That's the 5/10 off pole.
Still 5/10 off pole, but it's got a purple sector 2. So nice little shot of the wing around the final few corners there. Can he get pole position? Comes across the line.
P2.
So he's 3/10 off Smokey.
He must have been very good then. Still.
Yeah, he must have taken sector. Well, Blue has got a purple sector 1 and purple sector 2 and 3. So
also the game could be telling us lies soon. So
I mean, when would a game tell us lies? Let's be honest. As Matteo.
Masters, mate, when you start.
Actually, no, let's go on board with trying to see who's next to come across the line.
I don't know.
There's so many cars. It'll be Matteo by the looks of things. No, it'll be SLM11. She is 2/10 down on her previous time, so I don't think she will improve.
We'll see though. That's a bit wide.
Doesn't invalidate though. Comes across the line. Oh no, she's gone. Can she hold it? No, she can't. Oh, and she's out of qualifying.
That's an interesting place then.
Yeah, it is. Thankfully, it's off the racing line, but only just. So now we're going to ride on board with Matteo. As Matteo comes into pits. We've got Carps on an outlap.
Reese is next.
Blue. Just want to mention that Blue is 2/10 up on his original time. Is this going to be pole position? It is! 27.351. 300ths quicker than Albanian Smokey.
Reese is 8/10 up.
Right on board then with Mr. Reese.
I just don't know why
been in the thick of it recently. But yeah, Reese has been in the thick of it recently with Carl Brycon, so I'm hoping that them two can sort out their issues today and have a fair race.
Good time,
very good time, yeah. Only 4/10 separate the top 4 at the moment. But I know it's not P1, but Albanian Smokey out of nowhere at the moment.
And he still can improve. No, I reckon Blue can make it back with this tight and walking into the curbs along.
The thing is, I cannot see that time being beaten. 27.3.
I can. I reckon.
Do you think so?
I reckon Blue can be there. I reckon someone better behind can be there.
Well, with just over 3 minutes to go, we've got Ellie and SLM11 both out of qualifying. I think Ellie's kind of hoping that she starts outside the top 10, which I do believe that will be the case. Fred the Red still hasn't retired, so I'm hoping that he doesn't go out on the lap.
I think so. He's one hand up in the first sector if you want to watch him.
Who, F1 Antics?
Yep. Very smooth to go first session, I must say. Let's see.
Really, Fred should have retired straight away, I'm just going to say.
Oh, very nice to Colts with F1 Olympics there. We could have found out when HQ if we want to take it. It's been a very nice lap so far for the American. We keep it going through like it's a mech as he can. He's 6 pencil.
Wow.
Put him.
I'll put him about P4 at the moment.
But as you're seeing, a lot of people are gaining time in the spawner sector, so I reckon it could be another one to be a part of that group.
The thing is, well, the final few corners are quite tricky in a way because they're quite narrow.
Yeah.
And like, there's only one. There isn't multiple lines through there. As he comes across the line, goes into P5. So it's not good enough for pole. As you got Car Brian Cont just going straight across. Oh, do you think that might have cost? Oh, it's 7/10 quicker, but I don't think it's going to be happy with GTAC UK there.
Yes, doesn't matter the cost and a bit of time. Just would have put him off definitely.
Bradley Ellis needs to get back. Oh, I don't think Bradley Ellis is going to. Oh, GTAC UK and Carbrine Connors retired, but is in the pits. James Killer then comes across the line, goes into P9, so he might have.
Smokey's on the
James Killer has James has just retired straight away from the session. You shouldn't be doing that.
Albanian Smokey is 10th up in the first sector.
Right, then we're right on board then with Smokey in the number 29. I want to say that is, yeah, the 29 car of the beautiful white Red Bull.
I can't see how much time. Okay, for 50 seconds, and Bruno wants to make it back out at the start of that, will be tight. Let's see. Smokey coming through. Very nice to there.
Where is Blue at the moment? He should be able to make it, but he can't dilly daddle at the moment.
I see Smokey coming around, Maggot and Mecca to the up.
He is.
He's just, one of the
I wonder if he'll get into the 26s.
He could be, he could definitely.
Last time I made it better on this track, I lost. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. Right then, can Albanian Smokey get pole position? Comes across the line.
Yes, he can.
27.067. Is Blue going to have enough time? Is Blue going to have enough time? 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's just missed it by half a second, if that. So that means then, by the looks of it, right, Gravity.
The only person who still pull off of me as well. Off Smokey, and so Smokey gets pulled on his debut, and that's a very good result for him. Gravity validates.
Oh no, right. Who is next across the line? It's going to be H. Collins. He's almost a second up on his previous time. Could he get himself into the 27s? Could he snatch pole position out of nowhere? Probably not, no offence. In the number 69. Oh, and he invalidates right at the end. What time would he have done? He would have done a 27.8, which would have put him into P6.
I know him very good effort from him.
Oh dearie me, unlucky my friend, unlucky. 27.6, yeah. Right then, so gonna go on board then with Infinity. He's up on his time ever so slightly in sector 2.
I will refer to Infinity as a she.
Sorry, she. Gender doesn't exist in the F1 games. You could be male or female, you're still
a racing driver.
You're still a racing driver, exactly. As Infinity comes across the line, doesn't improve. Oh well, she does improve, but not much.
Smokey across the line to take pole position in his debut.
Wow.
Well done, well done.
I do want to say though, Fred the Red should have retired straight away. So I will be mentioning that in the stewards, and we'll see what everyone says about that. Might be able to get away. Actually, no, yeah, because if you have a qualifying ban, you should be starting last. And
no, that's the thing. Even if he hadn't retired, they would have kept him where he was. It would not change the position.
Fair enough. Right then, so qualifying done and dusted. We've got Smokey in P1 on his debut, Blue in P2, excuse me, Reese in P3, fourth is Antics, Gravity in fifth, Carbrincon in sixth on the mediums, Mateo, good show from him actually, P7 also on the mediums, SLM11 in 8th, James Killer in ninth, and H Collins in 10th.
I don't know what he was supposed to know Albanian Smokey being from Albania, but he's from Netherlands. It makes sense about his crazy name. Makes a lot of sense.
Have you got the chat up?
No, I do not have a channel.
Because we're getting a few comments in there. I don't know if you want to check them.
I'll do it now.
Oh, right then, so on to the race we go. Of course, as per usual, the top three of the race, the podium sitters will be cordially invited to
be invited by the two best commentators around, if you ask me personally.
Well, Twonk isn't here, so there's only one best commentator in the world.
Wow. See how it is.
The thing is though, I didn't say that I was the best commentator in the world. I could have been implying that you was the best commentator in the world, but obviously you think it's me then, which is very kind of you, sire.
Thank you.
No, too late now.
I can't talk can I? Never mind.
Right then, so we are going to have, as per usual, a lovely formation lap.
One thing I'll say, both Div 1 and Div 2 have been very lucky. In the middle of October, getting a dry Silverstone race. They're very lucky.
Yes, very much so. But it'll be interesting though to see what people's setups are. Something I found this year as well, if you take a setup straight from time trial, you're screwed. Your tyres are going to overheat so quickly. So,
yeah, see what I usually do is, I take a time trial setup, then I adjust it to be a race setup. So I had to do that in a mode form, so.
Really, all you got to do is turn down the tyre pressure as low as possible, really, isn't it? Sort of.
No, on this skin, the meta is having no power, because like, up power, they don't actually. Having no power, I don't know, it's weird. The meta changes every year itself.
Yeah, all I know is that you can run 50% brake bias now, which doesn't really seem like there's a difference in all fairness, but it does help with the front tyre temperature, so. Yeah. But I use a certain website to get my setups, so. As SLM11 has lagged out of the session.
Invite, do not worry.
Okay.
Come on, game, come on.
George will be on PS4, eh?
Exactly, I cannot wait till on PS5. Jesus Christ, get me fun.
No, that'll be me in a year or so. I just had a notification from Twitter saying that George Russell's going to run a special American helmet this weekend.
Oh, nice. I can't work because he's in the lobby, so I'm not sure he's able to get back in because that's just the game in weird. But anyway, this should be interesting.
Reese's AI has decided to take the lead of the Grand Prix on the formation lap. Very optimistic there. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it should be interesting. Smokey, obviously new driver on pole, and against Championship leader in the front row. This should be very interesting.
But there will be a lot of pressure though for Smokey. Like, I mean, he's guaranteed to get 2 points at least this race, so that's that. Just in time as well. As we've got Carps bringing up the rear, as per usual.
Not a ball. Here we go.
That's a straight violation, fab. Right then, so bit of a weird camera angle, but it's time to get racing in 3, 2, 1. Lights. lights out, and away we go. And it's a decent start for Albanian Smokey as he gets a good start. But I'll tell you what though, Reese also gets a really good start as they go into turn one, barreling down into turn one. Doesn't look like there's any contact at the moment. Oh, I say that, someone's gone round, and it's Ellie is round straight away. But we're going to stay on board though with the leading pack. As Albanian Smokey holds on to P1 at the moment. We've got Gravity looking for a move on F1 Antics. Couldn't make the move stick just yet. Carbrincon in 6th, SLM11 in 7th. We've got Fred round as well. Go on board with Fred. Has he got any damage? It doesn't look like it. James Killer though is up into P10 as he gets tagged by Carps, and there's some damage for both drivers by the looks of things. I don't know if it Carps has just retired. He's retired on track. Carps has retired on track. So that will be is that a race ban? Quali ban. So yeah. So that's not good then. And if that
F1 gaining on Reese.
So if that causes a safety car, then it shouldn't. No, his car's gone already, so that's good. But that will be a ban.
Albanian Smokey held his own. That was Gravity over near side.
Oh, hang on. H. Collins has gotten past SLM11.
That's her AI though. So
is that her AI?
Smokey's had a very good start. Already 8 now.
So then going. Oh, we've got GTAC UK speeding in the pit lane. Must have some wing damage.
Very loose. Gravity going down the inside. Makes a move stick.
And Connor getting involved as well, trying to look for a move that didn't exist. Doesn't have any wing damage just yet. But on lap 2 then, we've got Albanian Smokey leading the race in his debut. Or on his debut, whichever one makes more sense. We've got Blue in 2nd, of course, leading the World Championship by a fair few points at the moment. Reese in P3, Gravity in P4, F1 Antics 5th. We've got Carbrincon. Not doing very well, I'll be honest.
He's gaining inside the Gravity. Don't go for it in the cops, please. You know what happens in real life. Then go for it in the cops, thank you.
We've got Carbrincon going quite wide as well. We've got one of the... We've got Ellie has spun at the end. Yeah, again. But a great show. Sorry, I was just saying a great show already from Albanian Smokey.
Yeah, I'll spun again. She's going on to the old pit lane exit with no front wing. Obviously.
We get a virtual safety car, so it kind of just slows down the pace. For now,
let's have them take the reruns. Yeah, the front 2 have gone from everyone else. Blue's still there or thereabouts, but I thought.
Thing is, though, he could actually get himself in within DRS range if he's smart with this.
He's in DRS range.
Oh no, I mean at the moment he's in DRS range as Albanian Smokey, just. Almost stops on track.
Oh, F1 and Carbon coming to drive through.
But here we go then. On board with Blue, going to look for a move down the inside. Can he make it? This is good racing from the both of them. As Albanian Smokey does defend well, and he's still defending, going towards Cops. But great defending there from Smokey.
Yeah, but Carbon can't nothing extra ruin their chances now. A drive will go straight to the back of the grid.
Right.
Oh, Gravity spun it. Already around. Who caught? Oh my god, Collins is doing a great job avoiding him. My Jesus Christ.
His tyres are going to be screaming through Magnets and Beckett's going to stay on board. Is he going to spin it here? Yes, he is. I called it.
Blue down the inside. Oh, Blue! Oh my god.
Oh, hang on. H. Collins. On
Collins will be in 4th when these won't serve their drive-thrus. Mad. And he's round again, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Fred is trying to get past oh,
Calvin
so
can't
Fred got damage. No, he's not.
Right to the back.
He's lucky though because he's on medium tyres, so he doesn't have to pit for a while.
With the front numbers, then sure, I want to see this battle. I mean, going through stall, they had contact, but must remember it's been very clean apart from it's been very clean so far. And they still at the front. As I said, comments though, on mediums, when Athletics shows his drive through, he'll be in P4. What?
There is a little bit of lag in the session. I just noticed as well. So.
They'll flag that is GTA. He just runs it into the pit lane next. So doesn't want to go in there. So he's not damage.
Bit of a weird place to spin it, I'll be honest. As SLM11, she has joined back to the session, but she's not in her vehicle just yet by the looks of things.
No, she doesn't.
But go back on board though with Blue because he is within DRS range still. Of Smokey, who's...
Oh, that's a pen, yeah, Blue. I'm sorry, that is cheeky there.
So we've got Ellie by the looks of things. Just get... Oh, Ellie! What's happened to... Oh, no.
Oh,
Ellie is out of the race, and that...
That's going to be a safety car, surely.
I don't think it will be, because it's quite out the way.
We've been lucky we're not getting safety cars in this race so far.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it was just... Got quite a few penalties already. I think with Ellie, I think she just... I don't know.
Not an opposite concentration room, I guess.
I believe so, yeah. She was trying to get out of the way of everyone. Must have spun up the rear wheels on the grass, which is so easy to do. But, yeah, a bit surprising there. So, unfortunately, Ellie and Carps are both out of the race. Carps obviously will get a qualifying ban for retiring on track.
Yeah.
Unless he can prove otherwise.
I'm not. Well,
But by looks, I do believe that he retired on track. So.
Let's think up at the front. Blue now has to gain 3 seconds, which with Smokey's pacing not going to be easy for him to do. And also with the ERS difference, Blue uses too much of his ERS.
Yeah, something I've started doing now is use less of my ERS.
Interesting. But yeah, service tries to do this, not me, does. I don't know what the point of that particular was.
Probably just to show that he has got pace, in a way. Like, it's a bit of an ego boost. In a good way, obviously. I don't mean that in a negative way. SLM11 has left the session again.
Back into a car, so it's a game being done.
I mean, you never know. Her AI could still pick up points. So.
Yeah, but it wouldn't count, no.
Oh, wouldn't it?
I think there's a certain distance that you have to be in the race before you can be considered.
I just want to mention though, Albanian Smokey is starting to pull away ever so slightly from Blue. I mean, it's ever so slightly, but still pulling away.
No, if Blue's there, he can't attack him. So even if Blue's in his DRS play, I don't know.
So we'll go back on board with that one in a second. Going on board though with James Killer. He's going to look for a move on SLM11's car. Just barges his way through. It's like, I don't care if you're AI, I'm still going to get past you. So it's a quick and easy one. Bradley Ellis against Carl Brincon then in DRS range. No, he's not just yet. He hasn't got ERS, just DRS, sorry, should I say, just yet. Carl Brincon still on 100% ERS charge at the moment, so he's probably going to save it for the hanger straight.
As you were saying, Smoke is now clear with the DRS, so Blue is really in control.
Blue's thinking, you gotta be kidding me. You know, I'm leading the championship and I should be winning races.
Oh, GTA's off. Again. That power starting mode has been absolutely killed. Oh my god! That's a... You're supposed to race to slow down, not Jesus.
Right, gonna go on board with Fred the Red. Up a fair few places. In fact, I'll take a look at that. Up eight places. So great job from him so far. Started in P14 due to a qualifying ban. Still believe that he should have retired from the race straight away and should have started last. But it is what it is. He didn't participate in qualifying. so he won't get in trouble for it. And he's done a Fernando Alonso and played to the rules, but also took advantage of the rules, which I respect. In all fairness, I do respect that. But top three though so far completely unchanged. But Blue is losing quite a bit of time here to Smokey. So I wonder if, I don't think he's got damage, but maybe his tyres are a little bit more worn than Smokey's. Right, is anyone going to come into the pits? Albania Smokey, no. Blue, no.
Gravity split.
Again. No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to ride on board with him just yet. There's kind of like no point. He's all the way down last, 46 seconds behind Bradley Ellis. That's Infinity. Oh yeah, of course, SLM11 is even in the car.
Yep.
Do you know what would be good? Right, doesn't have to be this game, but next game. When you're spectating, and like we are now, it should come up with an icon to say if they're in their car or not.
Yep, I agree.
Because if we didn't know that she'd left the session, we didn't see the notification, we would think this is actually her now. So, Codemasters plus fix. Right, Fred is looking for a move on Matteo. Doesn't make it just yet though. This is, I believe, yep, this is the closest battle on track. So far though, not really seen much to get annoyed about. Seems like fair racing from everyone. I think the only thing that myself and possibly Tays are annoyed with is Carp's retiring on track, which, you know, first rule in league racing, don't do that. So yeah, penalties will be going his way eventually. But right, Fred the Red then, within DRS range on Matteo, as there is a yellow in sector 2 and 3. That'll be for GTAC UK for getting out of the way. I do feel really bad for him at the moment. The thing is though, you should never quit this early on, just because of the fact, you know, you might get yourself in points.
In first GTA, he never quits unless he never ends up.
Oh, hang on! Matteo gets a bad exit out of the last corner, and Fred the Red takes advantage, sweeps around the outside, and takes P5. What an overtake there from Fred the Red. And the only downside is now he will be under attack from Matteo, as DRS will be available for Matteo. But it seems like he's lost quite a bit of time already. I don't believe he's going to get anything done. Go on board though with F1 Antics within a second of 11. Of course, 11. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, it does come up when you ride on board with F1 Antics. It does show that SLM11 has got an X. But you want to try and take advantage of this as soon as possible. We will stay on board though, as the AI card just gets out of the way, and F1 Antics takes P9.
I'm assuming we'll see a front two in soon enough.
Oh, hang on. Albanian Smokey has got a time penalty.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Didn't even realise.
I didn't either. I didn't either, to be fair. They've both got 3 seconds now. Right, you can definitely tell that the tyres... I'm just trying to take a look at the tyres, trying to differentiate between them. Saying that though, we've got Reese coming into the pits, and going to put on a new set of mediums. A good time there. And I'd say that's about a 2 second, 2.1. I don't know. We don't have that type of information here on this on this broadcast. But Reese then will come out of the pits and possibly, yeah, going to go behind SLM11, but we'll be able to dispatch of her car fairly quickly. Oh, hang on. This is where it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Carl Brian Con and Reese. Is this gonna be? Yeah, we've had Austria, and now it's gonna be time. Yeah, it's like the Batman trilogy. But the thing is though, which one's Batman? Which one's Joker? Stay tuned to find out, as Matteo is still within DRS range of Fred the Red. But we're going to go back on board though.
That is one of the silliest ways, Fred, I've ever seen anyone get a penalty. Fair play to you, Fred.
I wonder if, because if you think about it, right, SLM11 is going to hold up Reese through Magnus and Beckett's. We know that. So then Connor will most likely take advantage as it's Albanian Smokey in the pits. Albanian Smokey is in the pits.
That's good and
Blue, Blue has stayed out for this lap, but gonna go on board though with Carl Brincon. Not gonna have DRS just yet.
Also, if you're wondering, SLM she couldn't pick her car because this game's awful.
Oh dear. Well, unfortunately, SLM11. I mean, oh, okay, that's interesting. SLM11's car has now come into the pits, which then releases Reese.
I'm
going to keep an eye on that one, but I'm interested then to see what's going to happen with Albanian Smokey. Is he going to hold on to the lead of this race? I believe so, but we'll have to wait and see. As H. Collins on the mediums in second at the moment with no penalties, and I can vouch for him on this one. He's only had about 15 minutes of practice. He's only had 15 minutes of practice because I was in a party with him for about an hour or so, playing YouTuber's Life 2. Very good game as Gravity gets straight to the time penalty. Right then, on board with Blue. Will he pit this lap? Yes, he will. So that means then H. Collins will inherit the lead. Fred the Red will be in second. Matteo will be in third. But
imagine
the main question
in this next lap, in the next few laps, and Collins pits and they come out in the lead.
It would be good.
Top three, I would do.
Right then, so Blue in the pits, just about to come to his box now.
Easy behind that being Smokey. It's a question of how much now.
Surely not. Will Blue be ahead of Albanian Smokey? It's going to be very, very close.
I don't think it will be.
Come across the line. I think, yeah, it's done and dusted. No, and I'll tell you what,
will still be the same, if not bigger. We'll see.
I think it's bigger. It's massively bigger. So a great call there from the Red Bull garage. At the moment then, provisional pole is provisional P1, should I say. I don't know what's going on in my life, in my head, should I say, at the moment. As there's a bloody moth on my TV. Go away, moth. I'm going to call you Michael. I don't know. As Bradley Ellis gets free time penalty.
Yes. Michael the moth is a good ring to it. Keep that.
And welcome back to the channel, guys, where we talk about names of moths.
Welcome to Nhrl Division 2 with Echo and Labels.
Oh, Fred the Red has spun it! Fred the Red has spun it! Can he hold on to it? He does, just about. But that means then
you're going to have smoke coming through. Smokey needs to be careful. Just avoid him, there we go.
Yeah, Fred the Red, fair play. Didn't move over to the side. He knew that Albanian Smokey would overtake him. But that means then... Oh, will he pit? I don't think he will. No, he doesn't. No point in pitting just yet. So then, at the moment, H. Collins is leading. Yes, that's right. He's in P1. Of course, at the moment. At the moment, of course. As Infinity is in the pits, she's going to go on to... She's actually done quite well, to be fair. 13 laps on these softs. So fair play to her then. James Killer is on mediums. In fact, I want to see the tyre life. New mediums.
When was the last time you've seen such a dominant drive on someone's debut?
I was just about to say me last season, but it wasn't my debut. It was actually my second race. So I'm out of the question. I mean, it kind of was in a way my debut race, even though my debut race was in Australia.
It was your debut race in Bahrain and Nhrl. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're on about like an actual first race, right? What counts as a first race? Like starting a race or doing at least one lap?
Starting a race.
Oh, then it would have been me. I think, yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't really been in an Nhrl for too long. But I do think that this is actually a very good performance as well. It's like there's a lot of nerves. Like people might think it's stupid to get nervous about just playing a racing game in a league. Believe me, you get nervous.
I get nervous, listen, I definitely do.
Oh no, honestly, I smoke more when I'm league racing. But when I'm in the middle of a race, I don't think about it. But when I'm qualifying, I do a lap, come in, have a cigarette, wait, go out, do another lap, and have another cigarette. I smoke like 3 times quicker.
We were trying to find his rhythm again, that's a good way to start. But he is monsters in a race, is what you want to do. I don't see Blue in this race. It's the first time really I've seen him struggle.
I think it's only looking like he's struggling. Honestly, Smokey has just come out of nowhere on his debut and been like, you know what?
If he's consistent like this all season, he could dominate a lot more races to come.
Very true, but I can't see Blue giving away too many points. And it all depends on how much practice people have done. Because sometimes you can practice too much, and then you'll get burnt out of the race in a way. But I have to say, so far, no safety cars, no huge incidents. I have to say, so far, I'm very proud of everyone. And it's a far cry from what we've seen over the past few races. Let's put it that way. Obviously, I would have liked seeing Reese and Carver-Con a little bit closer to have a battle, because I want to see if they can... Personally, yes, because I want to see if they can actually have a battle without making contact all the time, as Bradley Ellis gets another 3 times, don't we? But surprisingly, not... Oh, hang on. Carver-Con is in the pits.
Yeah, on the soft. I reckon what's he
Collins? Oh, yeah, he hasn't pitted yet, has he?
Yeah, Collins could try. If he basically goes on the softs, Collins can snatch a podium. Oh, I mean...
Yeah. I mean... Yeah,
he's got... Collins. He's basically improved a lot on this game.
Right, he needs to have a 40-second gap. Let's say, right, he needs a 40-second gap to the leader to hold on to P1, correct? Roughly? Because it's such a long...
Yeah, you need about 27, I think.
So he will... If he pits now, at the end of this lap, he will come out in about P6. But then you've got 2 others as well, so that means then he'd be about P4.
You know, what I'm saying is Mateo off the pit as well, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah, he'll be about P4, P5. Yeah. But the thing is though, he's going to have to pit now to be able to guarantee a good place, so... Will he pit? No, he doesn't, he stays out another lap. As a Mateo comes into the pit. We've seen though, we have seen though, between like with Albanian, Smokey and Blue, the one to pit first normally gets the better result out of this. But I say though, Mateo could be on for a shout of a podium as well.
So I hope you get a good man. I was hoping that he got on the way of Smokey, and he did.
Right, so we're gonna stay on board then with Mateo, see where he comes out on.
James in the battle in the stall.
Oh, hang on. Bit of an issue here by the looks of things. Oh, okay, it was just desync by the looks of things. Okay.
Yep.
Little bit of a weird one. So yeah, F1 Antics is still quite far behind. Oh no, that's come down now. But I can see H. Collins though coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't. So.
Yeah, I will be surprised as well. He's gonna have to pit now, surely. Yeah, you can just see the understeer in that car through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, he stays out.
Don't know why is he on doing this stint any longer than me.
Yeah, he's not going to come out ahead of Mateo.
Honestly, he will. Mateo's still 30 seconds back. He will come out ahead of Mateo.
No, don't forget though, Mateo is on softs. He's going to be rapid.
I still think he will be out ahead of Mateo. Only Joe still think he will be.
We'll have to wait and see. No one else has pitted just yet. I've
Nothing
Smokey,
fast now.
fastest lap yet. But you can see now how quick Smokey is compared to H. Collins. As
Those drivers are always on smoke in this thing, I swear to God.
Hmm?
Those drivers are always so good.
Well, like I say, I'm going to be interested to see what happens then with H. Collins. Will he still come out ahead of... It's Bradley Ellis, just stopped on track, now reversing. I wouldn't reverse, mate. Don't be reversing, you should just drive over the... Bit of a weird one, I'm not going to lie.
It was that everyone wasn't all of them. It is.
Right then, on board still then with H. Collins. Is he going to pick this lap? Surely he's going to have to, otherwise he's going to lose so much time.
After this half, he's there, you can see him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in now. So then, Albanian Smokey will of course be leading the race. But the main question is now, we're going to keep an eye on H. Collins.
We'll be able behind Reese. It's getting ahead of Matteo that I'd be more concerned about for Collins.
Thing is though, he will have a better tyre. He'll have less worn tyres. So then, where will he come out of? Fred the Red also pits. So he's guaranteed to be ahead of Fred the Red. Yeah, is he behind Matteo?
Reese at a pen. That could be interesting. This is costing Collins and Matteo. Collins is coming out now of the pits.
Has he done it?
No, he hasn't.
No, only just, but he's going to go down the inside. Oh, and all of his hard work. Do you think that was a move to go for or not? Or do you think he should have just waited?
I think he should. See, to me, I would have waited, but the move was on, but Matteo didn't do nothing wrong. Collins just kind of went into him. So I think the move was on. I think Collins was definitely in the right to go for that move. I think he just went into him. So,
so ultimately, a racing incident between the two, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Of course, if anyone wants to report it, then that's fine. Stewards, myself and the stewards will take a look at it. But from looks of things, it probably was.
Because if Matteo's pace was good enough, he could snatch out a podium. So resets 3 seconds, so. Oh no, never mind, that's how it's gonna be enough.
And the commentator's curse strikes again.
It happens once to race. Always.
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
So at the moment then, with about 7 or 8 laps to go, as Fred the Red gets another 3-second time penalty, again, that will be 15 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, I swear he's a fantasy to get a penalty. Jesus.
Yeah. But at the moment then, Albanian Smokey will win on his debut. And also as well, he will have the... I think he'll have the fastest lap as well out of this.
Yeah, but I don't know when he's on maximum points.
Yeah. And it's not very often that you can say that someone's got maximum points in Nhrl. It's not often it's happened. I think Hakim last season got it.
It was still very easy to be stolen though, so... Let's see what happens.
But yeah, so far, maximum points for Smokey. So Connor gets 3-second time penalty.
Who is that? I don't know who that was.
It's sector 1.
That's for no one.
I think it might have been for gravity.
No, I've already even spent off what I was expecting to put in this one.
Oh dearie me. Right then.
Last six laps. As we were talking about before, not much action, so let's spit some random facts. USGP this weekend, what are we thinking?
USGP. Should be fun. I'll put it that way, it should be fun. But, yeah. I've never really been a big fan of the US Grand Prix, I don't know why.
The one thing I like about like the Americas races versus USA and America, so
Oh,
like, they're
Fred the
all
Red gets
native
fastest
like,
lap.
oh he does.
And
I
another
was
3 second
saying
time
that.
penalty for his troubles. Very close now to being disqualified.
So yeah, as I was saying, as Jesus Christ, them proper vehicles. Yeah. I like USA and Mexico too for the fact that you can watch them in bed because they're on at like 8. But that's when USA is on, so it's like the 8.
See, the Mexico Grand as we just see GTAC
that
UK.
could be something.
Right, all I'm going to say is now...
It is, yeah.
No. I want to see what happened there, because from what I saw, he just drove straight forward.
Smoking in, or blue pit onto source.
Was that an intentional safety car? Did he crash on purpose? That's what I want to know, because it did look like that.
He's not the type of driver to do that, so I wouldn't say so, but maybe. Oh my god, Collins
Oh my god, Collins, net lead, yeah.
Smokey, I feel bad for Smokey. That's hard work completely done one, and it fell smooth.
Right, Blue is in. Albanian Smokey is also in.
Reese is in.
Will H. Collins come in? No, he doesn't. What about Fred the Red? No, he doesn't. F1 Antics comes in as well. What about James Killer? Will he come in fit new soft tyres? Yes, he does. Very late call there from him. But yeah,
Fred got ahead of Blue. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Matteo pitted.
Interesting.
No, he didn't pit.
Infinity didn't pit. Okay, interesting. Well, she come out in Q7 again. She's doing. This race poised it up and is actually actually very interesting. Collins,
I'm actually going to put
in prime position and I'm podium.
I'm actually going to ask GTAC UK footage of his crash. Because if it says that his wheel and that disconnected or something, fair enough.
Aston Martin safety car being as beautiful as ever. So about the end of that one.
Right, I've just asked for GTA's footage.
Okay.
Because from the angle that I had, it did look like he just drove straight on. So that's something I want to see. And if it was a case of his wheel or controller disconnecting,
fair enough.
Then fair enough. But in the net lead, it's going to be H. Collins. Can he win his first ever race in NHRL history?
He won an NHRL race for me. That was in Division 1 back next season too. So, first win in the wall. I'll tell you that much. But that's the thing. I think Collins should get a podium, and it's a very good result. I'll be second podium this season, which is amazing.
The thing is, though, this one, no. I think this, if he gets a podium today, right?
It's better than Monaco.
Oh yeah. Although at the same time, Monaco's Monaco. Isn't it? If you think about it, Monaco is very difficult.
Actually have to try. I agree. I'd say it on par. Monaco being Monaco is Monaco. But Britain is like, well, obviously he's had to fight for. I think in Britain he's had good pace all around, so he deserves. I don't know. Deserving is a bad word, because I mean, if you finish in Monaco, you deserve what you get. So I don't know. Yeah,
well, we'll have to wait and see.
If it's Monaco, I'd say this is better, but it's Monaco, so you can't. It's kind of hard.
Thing is, though, he is on 3-lap-old tyres. Fair enough, as well. But he's got to be careful because Reese Is actually no. I don't know. Need to pull out my headphones there. Right then, I expect then the safety car to come in this lap. I know I shouldn't be biased, but yeah, safety car in this lap then. Yeah, I shouldn't be biased, but I really want H. Collins again to do well.
Oh no, so do I.
Don't get me wrong, I think Matteo, if he gets a P2, well, if he finishes on the podium, then fair play as well. Like, from what we've seen this season, he hasn't really been up there. As you know, he got a podium.
Smokey has gone very quick, actually, Jesus.
Yeah, very quick.
Really?
No, I don't think he will.
He's gone. What a restart.
Yeah, fantastic restart.
That is the execute restart, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds ahead then. We're going to keep an eye on the things like gap to leader. I think that'd be the best one to do.
Only a few seconds.
Oh, excuse me. So at the moment then...
Collins just needs to try and stay with Blue and Matteo.
He does, doesn't he?
Blue's had an awful restart, so... Blue's lost time in Matteo.
Right then, on board then with Smokey. At the moment then, F1 Antics gets a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think it could make a difference, sure. But I tell you what H. Collins wants now, as I was about to say,
he doesn't want Fred attacking him, that's for sure. Everyone knows he is
no.
to do that. Don't get a warning for his car for that car, I don't want you to do that.
But yeah, at the moment then, H. Collins will get P3. How many warnings has Collins got?
I'll tell you now. We have P2 at the moment, actually. He's on 2. So he's only one warning away. Fred's going to go for it.
The thing is, though, he could afford...
Fred's going to the outside.
At the moment, if he does get a penalty, he'll be guaranteed P3. Let's put it out there. But right, Blue versus Matteo then.
Smokey's going to take maximum points in this race, which is just amazing.
I don't think he will, because F1 Antics has just gotten the fastest lap now as well.
His teammates still off him there. Blue is right there, he's going to go to the outside.
If you was Blue now, would you fight a lot? And try and risk it, or...?
You're on 6 seconds, either way you're... At the moment,
big dive down the inside. Does he make it? No, he doesn't. Go hang around the outside. Some good racing from the two of them between Matteo and Blue.
I was going to hang him out to dry.
Gets pushed.
That gap. Collins gone wide. No, he didn't get pushed. That gap was always closing, I think. It's fair enough there.
Tell you what though, Fred the Red. Again, I don't. The thing is though, Fred. You've got 18 seconds worth of penalties, mate. It's not really worth fighting. Because this is going to get... Right, if you was Fred now, and you had all these penalties, would you overtake or not?
Oh yeah, I still would. I mean, risky. If you have that much penalties, you might as well.
H. Collins has...
Blue! Oh my Jesus Christ, he booked something like Collins, you should not fight him. DRS, bingo. That's you get past on DRS. Oh my god.
So at the moment then, Albanian Smokey is going to get himself into P... It's going to be winning this race with 2 laps to go. Matteo will hold on to P2. H. Collins, if he can stay within 6 seconds...
We'll see. I mean, I think at the moment he's still on, just about, but he's still on for P2, so...
Reese versus...
Yeah. Oh, Blue in the back of Matteo. Oh my god, Blue needs to calm himself.
Reese gets another 3-second time penalty there. Going to stay on board though with H. Collins. He's going to be under a lot of pressure from Antics.
Antics, don't send him here, please, thank you. Antics, really? He should have a warning for that because this game's stupid. Blue in the
Blue,
1 second.
yeah, blue, yeah.
So stay with trouble and I've recorded him easily.
Yeah, he can get himself penalty free once now, but no, he won't be. Oh, he might not get P2.
Oh my god, Blue, what are you doing? Mate, we need to be careful.
I'll tell you what though, this is actually going to help out H. Collins quite a bit here for a decent podium position.
Yeah, I'm not anti-spoiling it at all. There you go.
No, it's going to go down the inside! H. Collins, don't fight it too much. You're almost guaranteed a podium here, mate.
Blue has one lap to try and push his heart out to try and get like with you wrong, unless it causes between damage out there. Oh, Carbon Constable.
Okay, Carbine Con. Well, I'm going to stay on board though with Albanian Smokey. I know I wasn't going to call him by that, but it's kind of changed everything around there for us. So at the moment, then F1 Antics is going. Oh, actually, I don't know. Albanian Smokey is going to go for fastest lap. Just going to mention that one now.
I think we definitely will be sweet and talk on the first sector alone. So.
Right. So then. We've got, that's Bradley Ellis. No offence, we're not going to. We'll give you a bit of TV time. There you go. Sorry about that, mate. But we're going to stay on board for now. We're going to go on board with.
Reese is pointing Collins as well through Cop. Oh, Collins will get a pen, please. Oh my god.
No, I think you can. If you go wide, you can actually do that. Reese gets another penalty. No, oh, that's.
Oh my.
How? How aren't you getting a penalty here, mate? Right, we're gonna.
One of them was yeah, we have Smokey, you know.
Oh, right. Riding on board then with Smokey. On his debut in Division 2, H. Collins has lost another position. We're going to keep an eye on that one in a second then. As Albanian Smokey comes across the line and he will win the British Grand Prix and fastest lap, maximum points. Blue will come across the line, take P2, but it will go down to P3 with Matteo finishing. And H. Collins gets himself third place.
Come on, well done, Collins.
H. Collins has done it.
Podium. I love that podium. Podium makes me happy.
But wow, can we say the top three is not what we would have expected?
Yeah, but it's not what we expected, but what we definitely won't be happy with. That's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your top three for today: Albanian Smokey, Matteo P_72, and H. Collins. What a way to finish off the race. We're going to go on board though with Bradley Hayes. He's about to cross the line now in plumb last. Oh. But
this point, does it?
H. Collins also gets driver of the day. So massive congratulations, Taze, if you want to get the guys in for interviews.
Yeah, I need to manually invite everyone, don't I? Because I don't have lots of drivers.
I think so, yeah. Right then. Here we go. Your race rundown. We've got Albanian Smokey on his debut, P1. Matteo in P2. H. Collins in a fantastic P3. Started in 10th as well, so fair play. You've got Blue in P4. MATTEO capital P_72. You got Blue in P4, F1 Antics in P5, James Killer P6, Reese in 7th, Gravity in 8th, Carbine Con in 9th. Will not be best pleased about his performance today. Wasn't on the pace whatsoever. Infinity, she grabs herself some points for the Mercedes team as well. SLM11 unfortunately wasn't in the cars, but finished P11.
Was awful.
Fred the Red with all them penalties has come a cropper to the safety car in P12. Bradley Ellis a lap down in P13, and your non-finishers for this evening are GTAC UK, Ellie and Carps. We're gonna just wait for Taze Leroy to.
I've added everyone, so. Yeah, I've done everyone.
So we're just going to wait for them to come through. Fingers crossed they will, because we want to be able to find out our Smokey's thoughts. We want to find out Mateo's thoughts, and also as well from H. Collins. as Mateo joins the party. We got H. Collins, and now we just need Smokey. We'll give it a couple of minutes, and then if he hasn't joined, we will start the interviews. Of course, we'll start with third, second, and then P1. Let me put into Discord for him to.
What a race, huh?
Right then, we are going to get started then with P3. Mr. H. Collins, we meet again. Second podium of the season. How do you feel about this one today?
It was definitely, I'd say, the same toughness as Monaco, but I was getting swamped by James and Reese down the hangar straight, so I was like, oh, I might not make it, but I got P3 in the end. It's like, yes.
Which podium do you think do you prefer then for the season? Of course, obviously Monaco, only 3 finishers. Obviously, you finished third. This
Monaco,
one,
so.
exactly, yeah. And then of course you got Silverstone as well, your home Grand Prix. Like it is for a lot of drivers, I'll be honest. Which one do you prefer out of the 2? If you had to pick one.
I'd say same equal.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with that one. To be fair, it is. On one hand, you know, you got Monaco first podium of the season, and then there's this one where you actually had some decent pace. Tell me what it was like out on track, especially with the safety car. Obviously, that helps you out quite a lot there.
First safety car helped a lot because
there was only one safety car.
Well, the VSC.
Oh.
That VSC helped because I was on the mediums and everyone else was on the softs. I could go. They would have had to pit around that time anyway. Plus, I didn't get any valid lap times in with soft tyres in qualifying, which made me automatically start on mediums. So, mediums to soft strategy actually worked better than I thought it did.
Taze, any questions?
Next week is Hungary. How didn't we really get on there?
Hungary, I'm definitely going to practice longer than 15 minutes.
I mean, it seems to work, doesn't it? So maybe don't.
I will admit something now to you, Mr. Sensei. I did say to you earlier before this race, I've only been practicing for 15 minutes.
Yes.
That's a bit of a lie. I've actually been practicing for 2 days.
Good lad.
Fair enough. So hang on, you lied to a steward and a commentator. Well, that's a race ban for the next race then. But no, congratulations on P3 there, Collins. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Moving on to P2, Mr. Matteo. Great result there today.
Yeah, absolutely out of the blue. I didn't expect it at all. Especially because I just came back from 1 week holiday, so I had not practiced at all. And also my previous result, they will never envisage such a great one like today.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really shown great pace. Like you've been thereabouts in the points. Obviously, I think this is your second podium, if I'm correct, this season. I think anyway. Where does this one rank for you out of the podiums that you've had in the past? Do you think this one was more enjoyable to get, or do you think maybe it was lucky?
Well, I gambled to go on the medium and at the end of the qualifying I was a bit troubled. I said, shall I go for the soft? But then I realized that maybe I can improve 4 or 5 tenths and get just a couple of places on the grids. It wouldn't make much of a change, and I managed with the medium to not make mistake and have a decent pace. It was a constant pace. That was the most important thing. And it was a great battle with Hollins and Fred. They were both on medium. And then at the end we blew. That definitely had an advantage because he with the safety car he had a fresh soft. But I knew that I have 3 seconds ahead of him because he had 6 second penalty, and I tried to keep him behind me as much as I could to just get ahead of him with the penalty difference. But definitely is my best result on league racing. I've started a year ago league racing, so I don't have a huge background of league racing that I can have a long list of podiums. So so it's definitely my best result. So the next one that I can say better than this is my first league race victory.
Well, no, congratulations. You know, league racing is never easy. Anything can happen. Internet issues, lag and all that. It's just, as long as you stay out of trouble, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I agree. And in the past, I know that one mistake and then put you back 20-25 seconds out of DRS. You cannot recharge the ERS, so you just hope the safety car come in the picture. You might get back with the group.
Yeah. Taze, any questions?
No, I don't have any questions, mate. You told them all.
Huh? As I normally do. Well, that's going to be it at the end of it then for this evening. Join us next week for Hungary. Unfortunately, actually, I just want to mention as well, unfortunately, we couldn't get Smokey in this evening. But I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunities for him to join. But thank you very much for watching this evening. Thank you yet again to Taze Leroy.
No problem, anytime.
Join the Division 1 channel tomorrow for the Hungarian Grand Prix at the same time. Of course, like I say, next week it is going to be the Hungarian Grand Prix for Division 2. For now though, thank you very much, and I will see you all next week. Good night.